We're filling our holding tank. Be careful, Clamato. Yes. Yes. Hi. We need to clean your face, don't we? So let me talk about what I'm reflecting on today. It's really interesting. I'm recognizing maybe some old patterns, not that I've created, but that I've abided by for most of my life, right? So growing up in a very neglectful, abusive environment, I learned to do what I was told, to not question it, to not talk back. That was in the home, right? But outside of the home, I didn't have those rules. And because I was alone a lot, I asked tons of questions. So I learned where to follow the rules and where I could be a little more flexible with my rule following. And I've worked in quite a few environments that reflect what I grew up with, right? So some that are really strict, follow the rules or else, you know, and then other environments where I'm pretty much my own boss and I do whatever I want, right? And the difference in my life has been that those more flexible positions where I can kind of do whatever I want are the ones that are more creative and rely on me more for my knowledge, my experience, and I guess my expertise in that area. That has been mostly music and entertainment, right? There hasn't been a whole lot of structure in my life in those areas. But when it comes to actual corporate jobs, following the rules is a big thing. When it comes to sales, because I did sales for a while, I can kind of integrate both. I can be creative about how I sell things, but there are some rules, stuff like that. So I find myself in this new position where I'm kind of battling with the both sides of the spectrum here. And I'm noticing that a lot of people kind of do their own thing. There's not a lot of structure. There's a lot of trust. And I'm trying to figure out where I fit in, right? And this has been the challenge for me because there aren't any major specific things all the time. It's just sometimes. Sometimes there are very specific contractual guidelines that need to be followed. Those are very specific. But at other times, there really isn't any structure at all. And I'm not sure what to do in those times because a part of me wants to create the structure. But if things have been running this way for 10, 20 years before I started, who am I to go create this structure for people that are okay with not having it, right? Yet there's this other side where we have to follow the laws and the contract, right? So there's a lot of gray areas between do whatever you want, figure it out, and this is what the contract says. And I'm in the middle, like, ooh, the law says, but the people are doing, you know, so it's a new journey for me. And part of me is like, okay, maybe this is a part of breaking old routines, old habits, old patterns, and learning to just go with the flow a little more. Maybe there's something here that I need to learn instead of trying to change things. On the other hand, there's definitely some things that need to be changed, but am I the one that's going to do that? Maybe not. And so that's where I'm just kind of sitting back and observing and experiencing and then reflecting on myself and really trying to do the shadow work along the way. Like, where's this coming from? Why does this bother me? Does this even need to be talked about? Is this something I need to think about instead in myself? And I'm finding that, yeah, a lot of these things are kind of my perception, and it's not up to me to force others to view things through my lens. I need to accept the way other people see things, and if we can have a cordial conversation about it, great. But I'm not sure if I'm the change maker right now. I am the observer and the experiencer. That's what I'm going with. Please comment if any of this resonates with you, or if you're experiencing this too in this big life transformation that the whole planet is going through.